not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, Goblin Nation! Welcome to my third video of How I Met Your Mother. No, wait, that's not it. That's a whole TV series. No, what it is how I kind of forgot the name of my own series that I do. I have this series going on that you guys know, and it's Who Do I Watch? Yeah, that's the thing. Who do I watch? What? It's not funny how I forgot my own fucking series that I started. It's a trilogy! There are 3 fucking things! I should be able to create that. And actually I'm doing them all at the same day. So this trilogy is off, you know. This trilogy, this is the last video you ever gonna get. Unless it gets 50 likes. 50 likes. If it's one of the videos gets 50 likes, I do a bonus video, you know, the extra kind of thing. I will do that for you guys, but it has to be a 50 like. So either way, kind of thing. So this is my kind of thing talking about my third kind of favorite. So I have said what's scary kind of thing, and I liked it so much. I give it a second one. The second one was all about gaming. The gamer YouTubers that I follow. Now, where are the comics? Comics, I follow you every morning with a glass of milk, or actually cola, but a glass of cola and a good kind of taste of yogurt. I watch most of the time Comic Explained. Sometimes I watch Comicstorian. I used to watch a lot more Comicstorian than I watch Comic Explained, but sometimes I like the explanation more than I like the comic. And those two are the main things when it comes to comics. All my information that I get from comics, all the information, not all of it, but because Jessica Jones, I know all of it because I kind of got the comics. I know a lot of that because I got the comics. But some others, some bigger events, kind of sometimes I get from those two, from Comicstorian and Comic Explained. Those are the stories what I really like. It's like when you don't have the time. You don't have the time to what? To read every comic. It's too much. Like I cannot do it. Can I start here, or do I have to start somewhere else? I don't know. But you will know. You know when you start this kind of thing. This is the thing you need to start. This is the kind of thing that you need to start. How you can catch up on your favorite kind of thing, on your favorite comics kind of thing. You just watch kind of thing. All this. There are full stories. They both, Comicstorian and Comic Explained, has the full story. They have the full fucking story. And in that full story, they kind of get, sometimes can be 4 hours, sometimes can be 10 hours, but most of the time those are the kind of thing. It's a good thing. I feel like it's always a good kind of thing to have this story, and then you have this fantasy, like this. You get so engaged with the whole story. I feel if you watch kind of thing. The Comic Explained, it's mostly like the explanation of who this is, you get the explanation for every character sometimes. With Comicstorian, you get the kind of as a story be told like an audiobook, but more dramatic kind of thing. Maybe not too much, it's more dramatic, a little bit lower class kind of dramatic, but it's cool. It's kind of thing to hear this whole story about thing. You get more dialogue, while the Comic Explained, he explains it more to like what he says character thing. With Comicstorian, you get what they are talking about kind of thing, but a shorter version than in the actual comic, because it's the meaning. You still read the comics, or to at least have a good thought about, okay, this is what happened, now I can move to the next kind of thing, like a little bit of thought about it. I like it. I like both of channels kind of thing. Those are the channels are really hardcore kind of loved listening to, love here. You see these pictures, you see the kind of sometimes panels of it, sometimes they get rare. It's just so interesting to see, and my experience, my knowledge of comics comes kind of from those two. Most of it. There are some others kind of thing, that's why I get some information of other stuff, but mostly mostly those are the two where I keep on reading. I keep on kind of loving the stories. I keep on being engaged in the stories. What I like about the stories, it's all about it. Sometimes even I'm like, okay, this is not enough. It's not enough. I want the comic himself, and then I start reading. Like The Flash, it's like, yeah, sure, he does kind of thing, but I want to read today. Rebirth, kind of thing. This is the kind of thing where I'm gonna hop it, and I did. I hopped into the story, and I never got out of it. But Comicstorian, not even they don't do it as often as I like to read it. So that's also one of the reasons I kind of hopped into comics, because I want to know the next one. I want to know what's gonna happen before before it gets spoiled by the internet, over kind of thing. I want to happen now. I want to know why, and that's why I kind of get in comics. So sometimes it also can be, certainly Comic Explained can sometimes be interesting to read after a kind of thing, because I don't know everything, and sure, Comic Explained doesn't know everything as well, because sometimes people are like, hey, this happens, like, oh yeah, I didn't know that, but it's kind of thing. Do I agree with everything they said? Not really, but they also work together. There was some point that they actually had a broadcast together, where they kind of thing. But Comic Explained love to do his own thing. So Rob is like, I'm out, kind of thing. I do it like, oh, I forgot, kind of thing. He's not so. He likes to be his own boss. Because he actually moved closer to Comics and then moved back somewhere. So they kind of still friends, but are distant friends now instead of close friends. But that's a whole other story. So and then Comicstorian has this whole team. Sure, it's mainly him, but somebody's editing it. He has also a gaming channel. He tries to have a gaming channel, kind of thing. So mostly it's his kind of thing. He also has another kind of thing going on with Cell. Cell has his own thing, Cell Comics or whatever. I don't remember, kind of thing. Those are thing, but I don't like it that much. Those things, here and there I listen to it, here and there I go to it, but not that often, not even every month. It's like that's one of like, yeah, cool, that's there, but I don't care. I don't care. I only care about those two, and I keep kind of thing listening, and I'm just so fucking interesting in those two, and it's where I get my knowledge of comics from. Well, not all my comic, but you know, let's say 70% of my knowledge of comics comes from those two. And then there is also Variant. He's the bonus thing of this thing, because I do listen to him, certainly when there is no comics anymore here, there is no comics anymore there, that I already not listen to it. So I need something more. I need some extra, then I go to Variant. Variant Comics is a great channel of that also does the history of episodes. So like you see this in another take than Comic Explained does. It's this other kind of thing. It's shorter kind of thing, but it's still awesome to see this kind of way. It's a bit the same, but the way he does it is a little bit different. It's kind of, but it also makes it way more feel like a studio and thing. Everything is more bigger kind of thing. It's all like a more bigger kind of money put behind it. It feels like it. Anyway, so yeah. So I like all three channels. Variant is like something that does the same actually as those two kind of thing, but in a different way, in a very different way kind of thing, that makes it also interesting, makes it also sometimes fun to go to that channel and see how powerful it is. The way that sometimes you get here are some recommendations, here's a kind of thing, the recommendation I actually never care about, so like, okay, I'm like, fine, kind of thing. But either way, those three are 10. I would give right now I would give Comic Explain like a 10, because I actually is like the main one that I really like right now. Sometimes it's Comicstorian, but kind of thing. And then Comicstorian I give a 9.5. You know, just for fun. And Variant I give a 9, like just a 9. Let's go with like 9, 9.5, and 10. So right now, this is my opinion right now. When I grow tomorrow, my opinion can be all different because I had like reviews that I did. I was like, oh my god, this is best ever. And then a month now, I like the thing. I don't play it. I don't watch it anymore. I didn't like it after one scene, half of a scene. It's those kind of things happen, you know. I always kind of thing. Anyway, so yes, this one is maybe a little bit short, that kind of thing, because comics are a real big thing in my life. I like reading the comics. I like listening to them, kind of thing. Watching the YouTube videos about it is really interesting. To see them, certainly from those 3 are my favorite kind of thing to see and know their opinion about. Sure, they don't like the CW at all, kind of thing. They don't like it as much, the CW shows. They're not a big fans of it, but I am. You maybe notice about my videos that I have, kind of thing, that I'm not the biggest fan, of course. I'm not the biggest fan, but I kind of like them for what they are. And sometimes they do too, but you know, then it's like this complaint, this complaint, this complaint, this complaint. And I was like, you really like it? They're like, yeah, I like it, but this complaint. It's a whole fucking other story that I can do. The kind of thing with what's wrong, what's not. But if you like it for what it is, it's like kind of thing. He says it himself, kind of thing. Anyway. What are your thoughts about those? Have you ever heard about those 3? Have you ever like, oh my god, yes, I heard about those. It's like, I cannot believe you followed them. I followed them. You followed. This is so fucking funny, isn't it? Anyway, hope you guys liked it. So this is the end of my trilogy. Kind of, yes, it's a little bit shorter because I actually don't have so much history, but sure, I've been following them. First was Comicstorian that I followed, then Comic Explained, that kind of thing. Sometimes I go for like, hey, this one is better. No, this one is better. Sometimes my whole scenario of kind of thing. Sometimes maybe because I watched a lot of that one and I get tired of it, so I go to the other. Then till I tired, and then go back. It's like it goes always round and round and round and round. It goes round and round. It spins around. Anyway. Hope you enjoyed this. If you wanna know more about, I will like my other videos. I will in the description below. That's their channels, kind of thing. If you wanna check them out, you know. This was my trilogy of all 3. I hope you liked it. This was the Twisted Goblin for you kind of reviews, but kind of don't more of what I watch, kind of for a series. The trilogy ends here. Unless you want more, 50 likes. Are we gonna get it? Share this video. Share it with everybody. It's like, this needs to go. I don't care if you don't like it. Like this fucking page, kind of thing. For so I can have this new. I don't care how you do it. I don't care, kind of thing. But if you really want, kind of thing, it's only. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this last video of the trilogy. It was a fun thing to make, share those kind of videos that I really enjoy. YouTubers that I really enjoy this kind of thing. Well, I enjoy it, but I kind of have nothing more to say right now. It's just a very much enjoyable YouTubers that I watch. Anyway, do I have something else there? No, I don't think so. I was like, I kind of think. Sometimes I go back to see some videos having stories, certainly in the morning. Wake up in the morning, have a yogurt, and while watching Comics Explain or Comicstorian kind of thing. Anyway, I kind of gonna end this here. I hope, oh man, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I hope that nothing gonna blow in up in my face on some point. I'm just saying randomly kind of thing, just saying random words like, and you're like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about at all. I start saying things that come popping out of my mouth. Pop, pop. Anyway, hope to see you guys in the next one. Like it, comment, and see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.